Hi, this is Huyen. Today I'm going to make a tutorial of a dirty bass line. So, it's going to sound like this. Very nice. So third things first, we're going to create a compensator and initialize it like this. And inside that compensator, we're going to create a line mixer. And for the line mixer, we're going to create a Thor. Remember to initialize this patch. And open up the programmer and open up two analog oscillators. Both oscillators is going to be turned down to octave 3 and turned to pulse wave. And leave it there. Remember to turn on the oscillator 2 right here. And then we're gonna put the filtering, the frequency all the way up and resonance to 22. That's about it. And the amp NVS, we're gonna turn up the decay and sustain all the way up. And for the key sync, for level 1, we're gonna turn these two on. And put the rate to 4/4. And then we're gonna turn on the chorus and turn the rate down to 17. And then at the source, we're gonna turn on LFO1, both sources. And for destinations, we're gonna turn on oscillator 1's PW and oscillator 2's PW. So we can toy with these waves. So for the first amount, we're gonna put it up to 60, about 60. And for the other one, the upside, minus 60, about around there. So it's going to sound pretty weird right now, but we're gonna put some effects on. So first we're gonna create an equalizer, put on the high shelf and turn up to 5.1 decibels. And then we're gonna turn on a vocoder and put equalizer on and put it down to 4 band and turn the shift down to minus 16, about around there. So now we're gonna do the fun part. We're gonna create a Scream 4 distortion. And we're gonna initialize this patch and put it down to warp and turn the parameters all the way up and the body, put it on, and the resonance all the way down and scale all the way up. But I don't think this sound is nasty enough, so I'm gonna create another Scream 4 distortion. So we have it on this patch, easy for us. I like it right here, but we're gonna change the damage type to warp and turn all the parameters all the way up, and the body, the resonance all the way down, and the scale all the way up, and leave the type at B. And then, you guessed it, a new Scream 4 distortion. And we're gonna initialize this patch. And we're gonna turn the damage control all the way up to, not all the way, but 4/4, 100. Sounds fine to me. And put on the cuts and turn the mid up to 13. And put the damage type to warp, no, digital, my mistake. And put the parameters all the way up. And turn the body on, the resonance all the way down, and scale all the way up. Leave the type at A. And for this, we're gonna create a vocoder to make it sound robotic. And put it to 8 band and put on equalizer and put the shift up to 14, around there. And for this, we're gonna create a filter just to toy with it in the future. That would be fine. So this is the distorted lead in the bass. So now we're going to create the sub bass. So we're going to open up a new Thor, initialize it, open the programmer, turn it to sine, put it down an octave, leave the frig and resonance there, put the amp envelope up to the decay all the way up and sustain all the way up. Yeah. And for these two synths, I would put on the portamento and put it down to 28. Oh. And put on the portamento 2 and 28. Super. Yeah. And to help the distorted noise, we're going to create a white noise with Thor. Open up, initialize it, the analog oscillator to noise. Leave it at white noise, turn the frequency all the way up, the resonance up to 40. That's pretty high. And amp envious, the decay all the way up and sustain all the way up. And we're gonna put some small effects to this synth or noise. So we're gonna create a equalizer and turn on parameter 2 and 1 and put the frequency up to about 2.585 kilohertz and turn the Q all the way up and put the gain a little bit down, so the middle is not going to annoy the sounds, and the frequency up to 1.5 kilohertz. Yeah, and then we're gonna turn on a new vocoder to make it robotic and digital. Turn on the equalizer, put it to 4-band and up the shift to 12. That's fine. And you think this bass is nasty enough? I don't think so. So we're gonna create an effect. We're gonna open the effect inside the all effect patches, a default system, and in dynamics and into basses, and open up a nastier bass. So now it's really nasty. Sexy. So now we can open up the programmer for the dirty bass. So for the rotary one, we're gonna toy with the filtering. So put the rotary one to frequency, and we call it frequency. Or yeah. And for rotary 2, we're gonna toy with the scales, the body scale for every scream for distortion. And we're gonna call it, of course, scale. And for the other one, we're gonna call it resonance, because we're gonna toy with that too. Body resonance to all 3 scream for distortions. The scream for distortion. So let's drag all these MIDI I drawed, and then solo it, and let's give it a listen. Yeah, there you go, the dirty bass line. Maybe we're gonna turn the noise a little bit down. It was a little annoying. 86, probably. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching this tutorial. This was my first tutorial ever, and I hope you liked it, and cheers.